Alright, fellas, we are almost there. 7 more days until the final awakening will finally hit in theaters along with Lilo and Stitch. And the same as Daniel Craig did it in No Time to Die, Tom Cruise gave us a emotional goodbye to Mission Impossible. Which, honestly, I don't blame him because same as Daniel Craig, Tom Cruise cannot do this much longer because he's getting old these days, and no disrespect to old people because I like old people. Anyway, so I was really nervous about this film because of the mixed review got me attention, but not until you look at the Rotten Tomato link. Right, look at this. Is this beautiful? Is this beautiful or what? 83%. That is not bad at all, and I am now excited to watch this film in theaters at Dolby Cinema. Not 4DX because I don't have 4DX in my area. Anyway, enough further ado. Let's talk about one of another peak Mission Impossible movie, which is none other than Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Let's get to it. Hello fellas, what the search? My name is Nick Hicks Studio Lounge Show, and today we're about to do a movie review on Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, leading up to Mission Impossible The Final Awakening. Anyway, enough further ado, you know the drill, let's begin before I stutter. Here we go. So Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which is the 5th installment to the Mission Impossible movie, due to the first film, due to Ghost Protocol, or Mission Impossible 4, whatever we call it, was a box office success. Why not, honestly, why not we give another Mission Impossible movie, which is peak, honestly. So due to Ghost Protocol was peak, let's make another peak movie. But sadly, this film is not directed by the same person who brought you in The Incredibles. But instead, this film is directed by the same person who brought you, what movie he was directed, honestly. He was directed of the Mission Impossible movie. He also directed Jack Reacher. Wait a minute, is he from the director of Jack Reacher? Yes, it did. And of course, he directed the sequel. So, oh my god. Oh wait, he's not directed by the sequel, honestly. So yeah. Honestly, I'm going to be thinking that Christopher McQuarrie is got to be one of the very, very well done talent director I ever seen, because he's a really great director, and it can shows that Mission Impossible franchise won't be the same without Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie. And he also the screenwriter of Top Gun Maverick, which is my favorite live action sequel of all time, honestly, behind with The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, and that's a fact. Anyway guys, so before I get to my thought on this film, let's talk about the Rotten Tomato, IMDb, the box office, and reward, get to my opinion on it, give the rating, and then we can be all done, and I'll tell you what the upcoming is, like always. So let's begin. Anyway, so when Mission Impossible Rogue Nation movie came out, this film was a golden phenomenon. This is even... So this is even phenomenon as much as Ghost Protocol, but even this film got really higher rating as much as Ghost Protocol. But this film, that's the fact that this film got a 94% on Rotten Tomato for the critic, and however, this film got a 87%. Which I am really thinking that the audience really enjoyed the heck out of these movies, but mark my word, Mission Impossible movie is like James Bond, but honestly guys, 2.0 honestly. And the best of all, even Rogue Nation got a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, and this film was a box office hit. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation was a box office hit. It was grossed over $682 million worldwide, and making it as a successful film for Paramount and Skydance Pictures. Oh yeah, from the same studio who brought you luck, and I still love me some Sam Greenfield. She is such a hottie, and the way she's not underage, so just know what people said. And of course, it was gross over of $683 million worldwide and becoming the 8th highest grossing film of 2015, and then the 2nd highest grossing film in the franchise. And the sequel of Mission Impossible Fallout was released in 2018 to Universal Action, which I will be talking about the film tomorrow after I get to one of the one thing that actually ruined the grip of the big red dog. But I will get to that tomorrow. So once again, this film was a box office hit, and I am so happy that Mission Impossible franchise is still growing. So the first movie, it was decent. It was fine what it is. And of course the sequel was god awful. Screw the sequel. And of course Mission Impossible 3 was really great, but not as masterpiece as much as these movies right here. But after Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, and last night released Dead Reckoning, it shows that Mission Impossible franchise is still hooking up very well, honestly. And the best of all, even this film got a reward. So let's check it out before I get to my study. Here we go. So I'm gonna shut my mouth when I'm looking at reward. Well, I'm very shocked and speechless that this film didn't get nominated for Kids' Choice Award. Well, honestly, it shows that Mission Impossible movies are not for kids, so don't put your kids watch it. So let's get to my opinion on this film. You already know, same as Ghost Protocol, this film is a masterpiece. It is absolutely a golden phenomenon, and this has got to be one of my second favorite Mission Impossible movie ever, and I prefer this better than Fallout. Even I enjoy Fallout, but as long as not like Rogue Nation, because Rogue Nation is a roller coaster, it's a fun movie, and please don't expect this film to be a Oscar worthy. You're just here for fun, honestly. This film is a fun popcorn movie that you can watch it for your whole teenager. And do I have any flaws about this film? Well, the same as a Ghost Protocol, this film did not have no flaws. If I get one more flaws about this film, I would be a fake Tom Cruise fanboy. Anyway, enough further ado. Let's talk about some good things. Let's talk about the rating. Let's give this movie a rating, and then we can be done. The story is very awesome, and this just has to be another fantastic storytelling, because this is how you do a mission movie right there. And of course the characters, I love every single character in this movie. Like Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, once again, he's a really great character, and I always justify him. And last night you got my chick right here, Lisa. Lisa is got to be one of my favorite characters in this franchise, because she is such a beauty and she is such a hottie, and I love her character so much. And of course you got Simon Pegg as Big John. Big John is a very great character. And of course you got William, once again played by Jimmy Ryan. Jimmy Ryan as William, he's a fantastic character. And of course you got the actor that he was in Lilo and Stitch as Lester. Lester, he's a very amazing character. And this is going to be the very first movie, a very first Mission Impossible movie that have Alec Baldwin. But sadly, he was in 2 Mission Impossible movies, which none than this one and Fallout, which I was really hoping that he was in Dead Reckoning, which I am really thinking that his character died in Fallout, which I have no idea, because I might check out the scene and then I'll talk about it. But if it's not, what a waste potential of these characters. Yeah, Alec Baldwin character, he is much better than his character in The Cat in the Hat 2003. Even I think that film is underrated, and I really think the hate is going way too far, and that's the one thing I disagree with Alex. But then until he was talking about Harry Thomas, I was like, you know what, forget it. I don't hand your opinion and never will. Freakhead. Anyway, yeah, I like Alec Baldwin character. Alec Baldwin as Alan, it has got to be, it has got to be one of my favorite performances by Alec Baldwin. But let's hope another dark movie, what movie that he was in, honestly. Let me go to his movie real quick, hell. Doing time I'm making my review longer, not make it as chop and lazy. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that movie in 2006. So I'll definitely watch that here pretty soon. So yeah. So once again, Alan, played by Alec Baldwin, he was a very fantastic character, and I cannot wait to see Alec Baldwin in his next movie. Which I'm really thinking that people are done with Alec Baldwin. Like, honestly, it is not his fault, because the only people who's fault from that, which another the one people get him a real gun. Like, you don't give him a real gun, give him a fake gun for God's sakes. Like, it's called a freaking movie, freaking idiot. Yeah, we're not honestly we are not talking about that. So Alec Baldwin as Ryan, one of the best performances that Alec Baldwin ever did since his character in Santa Claus from Rise of the Guardians. And of course, you got the villain in the movie, Samuel Lane. Another peak Mission Impossible villain. Screw the villain in the first movie. Screw the villain from the sequel, and screw the villain from the third film, because the villain in Ghost Protocol, this one, and Fallout and Dead Reckoning have one of the best written villain of all time. Because Samuel Lane is fantastic villain, and Sean, he did a wonderful job as Samuel Lane. And this is gotta be the very first film I ever saw featuring Sean Heron, honestly. Because I have no idea what this guy is, because actually he was in some unknown movie, which I don't even know about that, honestly. And of course, you got the Shop Girl. Like, the Shop Girl is a very amazing character. And last not least, you got Prime. Prime is a very fantastic character played by Toms. And of course, you got the action sequence. I got so many action sequences, which is my favorite. Which is other than the airplane sequence when Tom Cruise like climbing up the plane. Like, what the heck is this? What the heck is this? It's like Tom Cruise really enjoy making action stunt, honestly. And I'm really hoping that he won't do this much longer, because look at Tom Cruise's age. He's 62 years old, so please don't do it too much, Tom Cruise. You're 62 years old, so don't hurt yourself too much. So don't hurt yourself. I already know you're fine and healthy, but once again, you don't want to be like Harrison Ford when he was. Honestly, trust me, Tom Cruise. You don't want to be like in the 80s. You don't want to be like Harrison Ford, because why in the world that you see an 80-year-old man trying to do an action sequence of Indiana Jones, and it was so bad that you got end up in the hospital. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Just try to be careful. Try to be careful. I'm trying to keep yourself safe. Just try to be careful. I understand that you're fine and healthy, but at the same time, just careful. Just be careful. That's all I have to say. So, doing to is 62 years old, so I just don't want Tom Cruise to do this much longer. So I am so glad that the final. Honestly, I am so glad that the fact that the Final Awakening is the final Mission Impossible movie. And Paramount, you better freaking not to milk this franchise like what you're doing to the Smurf now, or else I'm gonna be done with you. Hey, Paramount, get your crap together, you knucklehead little piece of crap. Anyway, yeah, I like the airplane sequence. Airplane sequence is my favorite. And of course, you got the one chick riding the motorcycle. Oh my goodness, that has got to be one of my favorite shots of this film. Along with the airplane sequence. And of course, you got the one scene which I am really thinking I saw this before I did this video. Which another than this scene right here, which, let's see. There we go. Anyway, which another than the scene when, which another than the scene when Tom Cruise was diving in that circle wheel thing. I gotta say, but I already know that people say, oh my goodness, Chopper lazy. Why is Tom Cruise doing this? Well, that's the whole point of the movie, because he was doing this in mission, and this is mainly why we got this Mission Impossible movie in the first place. So I gotta say, that scene along with the motorcycle chase and even the airplane sequence are both tied as my favorite scene. And I do love that. I do love that shot right there. That woman holding with the gun. Man, she is such a hottie. Okay, that was really disgusting. Anyway, so yeah, the scene I'm talking about right now, which is a 6 minute of head is brief, but I guess but that is a very great, crazy underwater stunt. And please don't do this at home. And if you do it at home, God bless you. Yeah, once again, God bless you. Anyway, so let me go to do this. Anyway, we're back to normal. Anyway, so that action sequence, it was fantastic. It was peak, like, mwah, chef kiss. And of course, you got the climax of the film, which, gotta look at the climax. Alright, what's the climax of the film, honestly? So, yeah. Anyway, the climax is Ethan Hunt confirming Samuel Lane in the villain and his follower. And if you want to read this, that's your climax of the movie. And like I said, another peak climax of Mission Impossible movie. Well done. And of course, the ending was really powerful. And the ending, I will never forget that ending. So I will never forget that. So overall, guys, Mission Impossible: The Rogue Nation, it has got to be one of another peak Mission Impossible movie. And I forgot to talk about that one chick. So what that one chick that she was old, that she was holding with the gun. Totally forgot about that. Oh well. Which I'm going to be thinking it was Lisa, but if it's Lisa holding with the gun, man, you do not want to mess with that woman. You do not want to mess with Lisa, or well, she will get you in the butt. So overall, guys, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, it is fantastic Mission Impossible movie with a well-done story, well-developed characters, beautiful action sequence, and the cinematography when this film was shot in IMAX, I gotta say, another best-looking IMAX movie since Ghost Protocol. Due to Ghost Protocol was the very first Mission Impossible movie that got hit in IMAX, which I'm going to be thinking it was Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible 4, but I don't know, who cares. But honestly, in my taste, I think Ghost Protocol is the very first IMAX Mission Impossible movie ever, because I gotta say, but Mission Impossible is the home of IMAX. But due to Mission Impossible, The Final Awakening is coming out, honestly, due to Mission Impossible, due to the fact that the Mission Impossible The Final Awakening, which is coming out on May 23rd, the same day as Lilo and Stitch. Guys, I like Lilo and Stitch. I love the original, and I really enjoy that Kim Possible crossover between them and Lilo and Stitch. But even I like Lilo and Stitch. Sorry, Stitch, I like you, cute, you're adorable. But honestly, even I'm a huge fan of Disney, but I am also a Tom Cruise fanboy. So I will definitely go see The Final Awakening first, and then I will try my best to see both films, because I tried my best to see Barbieheimer, but due to I didn't see Oppenheimer and theaters, so the only movie I've seen from that day, which not Barbie. So I have to see one movie. So I hope you guys would understand that. But if it's not, God bless you. So I'm gonna give Mission Impossible Rogue Nation a 10 out of 10, epic, brilliant masterpiece, and this peak deserves a seal of Nick Cage Studio Lounge awesomeness. And get ready for the next one. That's right, we are doing a movie review of Mission Impossible Fallout. Let's hope this will be a lot better just like Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation. Let's hope this film will not be like Mission Impossible 2, or I'm gonna lose my crap. Sorry guys, so fellas, that was my movie review of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So I'm very sorry this review is longer, but hey, this is how you do review. Not a 1 hour, one minute video of you talk about the movie. Like, honestly, that is choppy lazy. That is choppy lazy, Alex. This is how you do a review, darn it. So please start this review. And doing research, that is not cheap and lazy. The only thing cheap and lazy right here, which not in making your video short, yeah, that's cheap and lazy. So yeah, I gotta say, but Putty Pleasant is a much better YouTuber making short video than seeing Alex and Branch. So those two YouTubers, go fuck yourself. And Putty Pleasant, keep up the great work, man. Keep up the great work. So fellas, that was my movie review of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which is a movie that came out 10 years ago. So yeah, I'm really thinking this film came out on July 31st. So 10th anniversary is coming out very soon. So I will be talking about this film on Warner Brother month, which is very weird, honestly, because this film made by Paramount Pictures, so that would be pretty weird that I'm gonna be talking about the anniversary of the film during to Warner Brother month. So yeah, let's not do that. So the only thing I'm gonna celebrate the anniversary, which is not to make it Toon Style, and of course, I might do a Mission Impossible Toon Style, but the biggest problem is it's gonna be very difficult. So it's gonna be very, 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 very difficult. So I will try my best to get every single character in Mission Impossible Toon Style. So yeah, so doing to even this film is not directed by the same person who brought you The Incredibles. By having a director who brought you Jack Reacher, he did a great job for Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise. Yeah, I'm really thinking that Tom Cruise and Christopher McCoy are great best friends, honestly. They're great friends, and they are great partners. So yeah, and that would be me being partnered with John Wick fan. Or us are going to be like Tom Cruise and Christopher McCoy. So yeah, anyway guys, so this is the only video you're gonna get, because I already did 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did 3 or 4 videos in one day, so I'm really thinking this is the 4th video. So now you excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. So in my next video, which is going to be, oh my god, which is another than, I'm gonna do a movie rant on Clifford the Big Red Dog. Why would you ruin my childhood? Why? Well, even I'm not a huge fan of using that freaking term, but hey, that is a thumbs up of the movie. Like, who in a white mind want to make a live action movie based on Clifford the Big Red Dog? Dude, it's kind of remind me you want to make a live action version of It's a Big Big War. Oh, come on now, that sounds stupid. Well, even that show is live action, but hey, at least you don't have your human character, or else human character will ruin the show. So, fuck it. freaking in the A. So guys, stay tuned for my movie rant on Cliff of the Big Red Dog 2021, which affect that movie in the A. And last but not least, stay tuned for my movie review on 2 more Mission Impossible movie, and boom, Mission Impossible The Final Awakening, which is coming out on May 23rd, and I'll be there right away. Same as Lilo and Stitch, and that's a fact. So hey guys, so if you enjoyed this Tom Cruise video, if you want to see more of this beautiful action sequence like usual, please, I highly recommend you, ladies and gentlemen, you hit a subscribe button, turn notification, and share it with your whole family. And so, this is Nick Cage Studio Lounge signing off, and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, happy early 10th anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 10 years since this peak movie came out. And I gotta say, just like every movie's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, awesome movie. But honestly, back in 2015, yeah, that Fan Force Stick and 50 Shades movie, go freak yourself.